Hi everyone, I'm Soju, and today we're going to be building this house, which is the shepherd's house. It is part of my series. I think this is part 5 of building a house for every villager profession, and over here on the inside it's pretty cozy, but here we have the villagers, and it also doubles, as you can see, as a sheep farm. We even have some water for them over here. Now let's move on to the tutorial. For the block palette, I'm so sorry, but we're gonna use a lot of wood. So mainly acacia, and we're gonna use the logs. That's why I'm sorry. But we're gonna use the logs. Mainly acacia, spruce, a lot of spruce. And this one's for the main build. This is oak. Yeah, just stripped oak. And for the roof, we're gonna use dark oak. And this is the layout for the build, and you can pause here if you like. So for the frame, I'm first gonna place on the corners over here are logs like this, and then for a little bit more detail we're gonna place 2 logs like here. We're gonna place 2 logs there, leaving a 3-block space, and then we're gonna mirror that over here in the back, and here at the side we're gonna place 2 logs like this, leaving a 2-block gap, and we're gonna also mirror that over here like this. And we're gonna go 5 blocks tall with that one, so this one being 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna do that to all of them, and then go around connecting them as well until we do that with every single one of these. So I'll be back. So for the time being, I'm just gonna focus on this part of the house. The part with the sheep, I'm gonna leave it towards the end, just so we don't get confused with both of the houses. But now that we have this layout, we're gonna place our logs all the way across. This is why I'm so sorry. But I like this combination so much, even though it's so expensive, but at least it's a small house. But we're gonna do that and build it up all the way until we get it covered like this, all the way around. So now we have something like this. It's just a giant box. We're gonna move on and make the layout for the roof. So here, in the very top of the block, we're gonna place, not like that, 2 trapdoors going like this, then a stair like this with a slab on the side, a stair here, then an upside down stair, a block, stair, upside down stair, block, stair, and we're gonna do that until we reach here in the middle and replicate this on the other side. So once we have this, we're gonna place an upside down stair, a normal one, and then an upside down, and then 2 trapdoors here like this. And then we're gonna make this same layout on the other side. Now that we have these on both sides, we're gonna go ahead and fill this in using our acacia wood all the way across until all of this is filled in. So I'll see you in a bit. Then we have something that looks like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these and place the stripped acacia that has the 6 sides like this, just because it bothers me. But if it doesn't bother you, you can't leave it like this, just because these are a little bit more expensive than the regular strip wood. But now that that's fixed, we're gonna go ahead and replace some of these with some regular acacia planks, and I'm going almost like making like stripes almost like this. I'm not going all like random, basically. I'm just doing stripes like this all over, and I'm gonna do this on the other side too. And now that this is done, I'm gonna fix this area. We're gonna place 2 slabs like this, and then fill in the rest with trapdoors. And then this part, we're gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna place some acacia stairs on the corners, and also some slabs just to connect them a little bit like this. So now that looks a little bit more curved and natural instead of just the block that we had before. On this second area, we're gonna do the same thing, basically. I'm gonna get rid of 4, and I'm just gonna place some slabs, and then place logs like this, and same on the other side. So these 4 middle blocks, I'm gonna place acacia, maybe a block right there, and our slabs, just like that. And then for some added detail, I'm gonna place a stair on this second part with some trapdoors going along like this, another stair, and a trapdoor. So I left a 2-block space over here, and we're gonna do the same over here. So a 2-block space, then our trapdoors like this, a stair, and a trapdoor like that. And replacing that with a regular block instead. And we're also gonna do this thing on the other side. So I'll be back once I added that on this side. Okay, so now for this giant hole, we're gonna go and place these here in the middle, and then we're gonna follow these logs over here and place these like this. And then here on the inside, we're gonna build in this same wall using our oak logs like this until you reach the top. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but here is gonna be the entrance here in the middle. We're gonna place our door right there. And then for these little sections where you can see the acacia wood, we're gonna place stairs and trapdoors. So we're gonna place a stair here and here in the corner, and a trapdoor like that. Then also this in this little gap right there, as upside down stair and stair and a trapdoor like that. And then for this build, we're gonna go wild with the detailing. So here we're gonna start off with placing 2 upside down stairs in those little areas, and a fence here, 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 and here. And we're gonna place our trapdoors like this. And then to make these connect, I'm gonna grab that same stair and just face it towards us. And then here in the middle, we're gonna place a fence with a lantern going like this. Here at the bottom, I'm gonna place trapdoors going off of these stairs. I'm gonna place an archway right here, a stair going like this, and then we're gonna place 2 fences like this with a trapdoor on top. And then on the second block, we're gonna replace these with barrels like this. And we're gonna go in and place our trapdoors around these logs like this. And that's our decoration. And that's it. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And before I go, I am gonna replace these concrete blocks with the grass just so you can't see them anymore. But I'm gonna basically replicate this entire setup on the other side. So I decided to time-lapse this part just so you guys can see what I was doing, but I actually forgot to place some of the barrels and trapdoors at the bottom, but I remembered to put those back in later on. And then here at the back, this is the only window in the entire build. I'm gonna place 2 trapdoors like this, right in the middle. But yeah, this is the front and the back, basically done. Now for this side. Here, I'm gonna start off by getting rid of the guidelines we did at the beginning. I'm gonna do almost the same thing we did over here on this side. So we're gonna place our stairs going like this, then some fence gates going along, some fences here at the bottom with a trapdoor on top, and then our trapdoors right here. And I forgot these barrels. There we go. And then here, I'm gonna get rid of this bottom trapdoor and place a single fence going like this so we can place our lanterns right there. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And this is the main house, all done. I think it looks so good, actually. I'm just patting myself in the back. And now that this is done, we're gonna do the area where the sheep were. And this is why I did it separate to the house, because we're gonna get rid of these blocks so we can place some logs like that. We're gonna go 5 up, same as a house. So 5 here, then 1 here, 1 here, 1 here too. Get rid of these. And then the entrance is gonna be here. So we're gonna build these up like this, and we're gonna place a we're gonna place a upside down stair here, and then cover that up like this. And we're gonna build these up 5 blocks tall, the same with these, and connect them all the way around. And now we're gonna move on to the roof. So same thing as we did, and trapdoors like this. Actually, I'm gonna extend that a little bit. There we go. And our stair, we're gonna do a slab break here, then a stair on top, another slab, then a full block, then a stair. And we're gonna do that on the other side. And now we have this. And we're gonna do that same thing we did over here. So upside down stair, a normal one, upside down stair, and our trapdoor is going like this. And for now, I'm gonna I'm gonna pull in these trapdoors and match them all the way over here and do the same thing with these, like that. And we're gonna worry about this area later on, but we're just gonna fill in these logs like this, just like we did with this house. So I'm gonna fill that in and I'll see you when that's done. So right here you can see that it intervenes with this, so I'm just gonna get rid of it literally and just place the logs where they're supposed to be. And right here we should be right about finished. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and replace some of these with the acacia planks like we did on the other side of the house. I actually forgot to place these logs here too, actually. So I'm gonna place the logs over here. There we go. So we might get rid of most of that area that we just decorated, but that's fine. We'll deal with it. There we go. And then same thing we did with this area. So I'm gonna place some slabs and then I think 3 slabs. And then the rest is gonna be trapdoors. And this is where we make it a little bit less blocky. So we're gonna get rid of the things we just placed literally. And then we're gonna match it here. So leaving 3 blocks, then a stair, and 2 trapdoors. And same on the other side, here a stair, and get rid of those, and 2 trapdoors. And then here we can actually place back, which is what we just destroyed. But yeah, that should be a roof all done. And then for this part where the sheep are gonna be, I'm gonna replace these first. And I'm gonna place stairs on each of the corners over here. Oops, with some trapdoors, just to blend it in a little bit better. Here I'm gonna place a fence gate, and here at the top a fence like this. I'm gonna get rid of that trapdoor and place a fence just like we did right here. And then here I'm gonna place this same setup, so fences and trapdoors at the top, and we're gonna do that all around, so like this. And then here we're gonna place some more trapdoors and a barrel facing the right way, like this. And we're not gonna place any here because it kind of looks weird having 2 barrels side by side. So we're just gonna leave it like this, and I think it looks a little bit better. Now here for the roof, I'm gonna place some logs over here, and we're gonna leave it open since this is quite open too. I'm gonna leave it like this. We're gonna place a fence right there and here in the corners with our lanterns hanging. And then here for the inside, we're gonna fix this roof area, and we're gonna pull in what we just did here on the corners. We're gonna do that all the way across. Then here we're gonna pull in this same log, and I'm gonna get rid of this for now. We're gonna place our log going like this and matching up with the same log that we had on the previous part of the house. And instead of having that gap over here, I'm gonna place some acacia wood right there just so we can fill it in. And then with spruce stairs, we're gonna place this like this. Might actually put this right there so we have a little hanging lantern right there. Then here, this is where I got rid of it and placed trapdoors all the way along and just placed water, as if they can drink water in Minecraft, but yeah. Then right here I'm gonna place a few lanterns right in the middle, and now our sheep can go in. And now that this is done, this is the entire build from the outside basically done. And now we're gonna move into the inside and some decoration. So for the floor, we're gonna place spruce all over, and I'll cut to when I'm finished with that. On these caps, we're gonna place our logs like this, just continuing what we had built. And then we're gonna place some logs here in the corners until we reach the ceiling, basically, like this. And on this side, we're gonna leave 2 blocks above the door and place logs going across like this. Also on the other side. Then over here we're gonna place some acacia stairs, and we're gonna go in right here. And before we fill this in any further, I'm gonna place a torch right here just so nothing spawns. And with some acacia slabs, we're gonna place this right here. And then on the ends here, we're gonna place a few stairs. And that's basically covered up. Here we're gonna place some stairs with a trapdoor like this. And we're also gonna place some stairs going here and on the back. Then here I'm gonna place trapdoors going over here, and then leaving one block and building a shelf right there on both sides. Then this is where the villager is gonna be because it's quite tiny here. So we're gonna place 2 stairs going like this, and then connect them with the trapdoors. Then here we're gonna get rid of these, place some slabs here in the bottom. We're gonna actually replace this with logs, and this is where you're gonna place the looms that they're gonna work at. And then here we're gonna get rid of that and place some logs, and that's where the villagers are gonna be. So when you place your villagers in, make sure they grab their profession accordingly, because I'm gonna place some barrels over here, and if you place these before, they're gonna try and pathfind to it. So make sure they have this profession first and then place the barrels. For decoration and lighting, I'm gonna place some carpet like this. Actually, all of them are gonna be frog lights actually. I got rid of my night vision just so we can see a little bit better. Over here, I'm gonna place some decorations, maybe like this. Oops. We can have our ender chest over here, maybe some more storage over here. Then I'm gonna get rid of these trapdoors and place a lantern on both sides like this. And I'm gonna go in and place some banners over here. You can have any banner you like. I'm just gonna place a white one just because I'm in creative and I don't have anything else. But yeah, for our decoration, we're gonna keep it quite simple actually. We're gonna place a crafting table here, a extinguished campfire. Maybe we can have a little pot over here. And then I like to do this trick with a pot, then place an acacia sapling over here, and we have a little, like a tree in a pot. It's so cute. And I'm also gonna place on display some of the wool that they may have, like this maybe? Oops, I placed the same one. There we go. And maybe over here, some different colors. And just for a bonus, I'm gonna place some acacia leaves over here. I can get rid of that one. Place it like this. Just for some greenery, and then replace them with some flowering azaleas, and then we have something like this that looks too similar. So I'm gonna place this like this. And here at the front, I'm gonna place a lantern right there, and maybe I can get rid of that trapdoor and place a lantern right here. This is just me being picky, but I'm gonna replace this one with a candle like this. But yeah, this is the build all done. The inside is quite tiny, so it didn't take a lot of decorating. And then here on the outside, I placed some acacia leaves. I placed them quite randomly, but this is how it looks like, if you're wondering. But yeah, this is a little bit more optional. So I like to place paths. I like to destroy them first, in creative at least. But I like to lay out where I'm gonna place a path, and I'm gonna connect these two. Maybe like this, maybe that one can be a pathway too. And then I'm gonna go in randomly like this. And then whatever I left, I'm gonna place in some coarser, and wherever I think it needs a little bit more, I'm gonna place them like this. Maybe that one can be coarser too, and this one can be a path. Never mind, like that. And I'm gonna go in, filling this in until I'm satisfied. And then on the very edges, I'm gonna place some moss just to add a little bit more variation to the grass. So, like this. Then actually, this bothers me so much, but there we go. And then for a little final touch, we're gonna place some bushes around, like this maybe. And some over here. and replace them. There we go. And there we go. That's the entire build, actually. I actually don't really use shepherds in survival that much, but this doubles as a sheep farm. And for a sheep farm, this is a really elevated type of sheep farm. It's really cute. And here the inside, we have our villagers all nicely decorated and everything. So yeah, this is the entire house all done. And of course, in the description, you can see the world download for this entire super flat world. So if you're curious or just want to take a closer look, you can check that out in the description. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.